when I was 11 years old, when you first start junior school, you have the nurse, and you have to go to a mandatory visit to make sure you can see, you can hear properly, and you can do lots of things. And there is a neurological test when you have to put your thumbs and your fingers together. And at my left hand here, I can do it properly, but with my right hand, and it's with years of re-education right now, of physio, I am able to do that. And the nurse say, no, that's not normal. There is something wrong. Let me refer you to the school doctor. And he said, no, that's not normal. Let's refer you to the pediatrician in Mont-Marsan. And she said, no, that's not normal. Let's do an MRI. You have lesion.
Wow. Until 11 years old, you didn't get any MRI?
No, and it was for the brain. I had already often, not every day, but often pain in my back. And they said, no, it's muscular with the lesion. It's muscular. You need to do physio very often and it will go away. So I'm 11 years old at the moment. At 14, so 3 years later, one day I woke up and I am in excruciating pain. Like 15 out of 10. I can move. I can feel my legs properly. I call my mom and she picks me up, and she goes to the physio doctor. I'm not sure about the title. It was a long time ago, but he said no. But Mrs. Landais needs to He said exactly that. He said Mrs. Landais needs other people to see a disability. It's a psychological issue. No imaging at all. Not at all. So I was in excruciating pain. I couldn't move. I had to, just to give you an example, I had to make my mother carry me to the toilet. Just to that, to the point that. And I was like that for a couple of weeks. And one day I was better. So they say, no, it's a psychological issue. But 3 years after that, so I am 17 years old, and one day, similar stuff. One day I woke up, I can't move, and thank that my GP was 100 meters away from my home, so I go there walking. I was screaming the whole 100 meters, and I nearly fall twice. And I said, help me, something's wrong. And okay, we're going to do I'm going to give you get the prescription for wheelchair, and you're going to have a back imagery. So first we do X-ray, yeah. And they say, no, the bones are great, but we can see, even on the X-ray, which we normally don't, we see that something wrong with one of your discs. So we are going to do a CT scan and then an MRI. And even on the CT scan, they say, oh, there is a huge hernia. The disc is completely screwed, and the nerve is completely stuck in. So I'm like, oh, that's an explanation. And I asked them and I said, well, does these things happen overnight? Maybe. But then I didn't know. And they said, no, it has to develop over the years. And I was like, so that's why 3 years prior, I was very struggling. And they said, yeah, that's psychological. And I was in massive pain. And I met with Dr. Vincent Chalier, which is he is a member of the Spine DAO, and he told me that, yeah, that's very rare for people this young to have that much of an hernia, but I must have a collagen deficiency or something like that to explain the hernia problem. And he performed surgery on me June 2015, sorry. And he, afterwards, I was like, okay, I'm in less pain, cool, but I can't walk properly either. At the same time, I was very thankful for knowing that. At the same time, I was very mad. And when I said mad, I was my issue were not addressed properly, and I was in pain every day. Before all of that, I was kind of a great student. I was nearly an A in all of the um, classes, so except PE and geometry. Yeah, okay, except that, and arts, because we have to craft and stuff, and it was very complicated for me. But since I was starting to have pain every day, like 11, 12 years old, I didn't have proper pain management too. So I was like, yeah, let's take an acetaminophen, and that's okay. No, I'm sorry, but for neural pain, it's not efficient, and no one addressed that. So I maintained quite good grades until I was in high school, and I was hospitalized the whole year of high school because I wasn't doing great. I was in a psych ward with school stuff because hopefully I'm okay now, but I tried to take my own life because of the pain and because it was very. One day, when the doctor said it was psychological, I said, okay, no one is going to believe me. I'm in so much pain. I need to get away. And the they didn't. My parents were not very happy, and it's a very complicated story. But next year I was hospitalized in a psych ward because of that. And yeah, you have to understand
You
that.
have like actually psychological sequels from obviously the pain, but also the fact that no one was believing you what you were saying.
Yeah, and you people have to understand that if a child, even if it's psychological, even in the case if it's psychological, if a child refuses to go to school or refuses to do something or is in pain or is crying every day, there is something wrong. Maybe there is abuse, maybe there is some bullying, maybe there is stuff like that, and you have to take it into account. Because thank God I misread the labels on the tablets, because otherwise I wouldn't be here today. I didn't, but because I wasn't taken seriously, and you have to understand the Mondial Organization of Health said that when you have chronic pain, the first reason you die is because of suicide, and when you don't address it, sometimes it ends very badly, and that's not okay. And hopefully, Dr. Chalier was great, and he did a great surgery. The problem wasn't that he didn't do a good surgery; it is because it was too late. It should have been done years ago. The damage to the disc was irreversible at the time. Dr. Chalier performed surgery, and it's not his fault. So that's quite sad. And afterwards, for months, he tried to address my pain. We tried several medication, anti-epileptics. We tried something called acupuncture. I think it's nail therm in English, maybe. The surgery was performed in June, and in November I was at the local university here, and one day it was 3 in the morning, and I woke up screaming in pain, and I was like, no, not going to happen. I'm going to the ER now. And they gave me oxycontin, and from them to this day, right now I'm on fentanyl. I'm on patches of fentanyl for the last 5 years, and afterwards I had 5 years of oxycontin. So sadly, we afterwards I had referral with a neurologist, with a neurosurgeon. We tried thermocoagulation to burn quotes burn the roots of the lumbar zone, which is painful for me. We tried many things, and the only thing that is useful for me and make sure I can do my studies. I do studies online, but I'm able to do my studies. I'm able to go to the swimming pool every week to reinforce myself. I do physio Monday through Friday every week. Also, I'm able to move around a little bit. I'm able to walk a few steps, but I'm able to do that because I have a right pain management tool for me. And yeah, I'm a very complicated case because I have multiple. I have a glaucoma. I have asthma. I have things that we can't use everything at our disposal in my situation. So no, not every patient will need opioids for that, and it's not very. It's not the first line of treatment anyway. It should be used only if every other solution doesn't work, and it's important to notice that we have to listen to patient. And my professional aim is to become a physician myself in specializing in pain management for obvious reasons, I must say. And yeah, I want to help, and also that's project. But this project is very helping because um we we can teach people. And I'm not saying I don't have the level to teach medicine to physician. That's not what I'm saying. But I just want to bridge, bridge the gap between the medical world and the patient world. Because for most patients who are not in this field, they don't understand, and it's a very complicated thing. So we have to work together and not against each other, even when you have medical neglect or everything like that. We have to understand that most people, whether it's in patient or in the physician sphere, physician and other healthcare practitioner, because it's a team effort. Most of us want to help patient, and there is no miracle in medicine. So there is no miracle surgery, there is no miracle cure, there is no miracle whatever. But we can aim at improving patient quality of life, as we heard from Dr. Chelier and Virginie and Dr. Dibo, maybe. Yeah. 90% of people they see don't require surgery. What do we do with these people? And that's a very good question. And we need to work together for ensuring that the people who need surgery being seen first, and others are addressed elsewhere, but are addressed anyway.
It's yeah, it's very needed. Would you say actually that like through your story, you are actually actively seeking how to empower patients by actually like sharing your story first, but also studying medicine. It's a way actually to empower yourself because you actually faced uh, so many disappointing situation throughout your journey with medicine that I guess right now you are students that really know both sides of medicine, right? Practitioners and also patients.
I'm trying to advocate for both, because I think that if physicians are in great work condition, it improves patient care. And if patients are trusting physician, it improves patient care. So I truly think it's kind of linked together. So yeah.
Passion perspective, not a medical perspective, but from a passion perspective, would you say that like being able to actually know what's the issue and what is causing the pain is actually helping you to heal.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you have an issue that no one knows how to address it. If you know what's wrong, you can start addressing accordingly. So when you don't know, one day I thought that I was losing my mind over it. Maybe it was my mind who started things on his own, and yeah, people need to know in not always in detail because it would be very complex, and not always in very detail, but at least a global image of what's wrong and what's causing the pain. Yeah, I do think it's crucial.
Data Landais, thank you for sharing your journey. If this conversation resonates with you, whether you are a patient, caregiver, healthcare professional, or innovator, there is a place for you in the Spine DAO community. If you wish to share your story, communicate with Data Landais or Dr. Chalier, Dr. Gabot, Dr. Virginie Lafarge, please join SpineDAO community on the Discords. If you go on the website of SpineDAO, there is a direct link to the Discord. You can enter the space and you can actually freely ping people and talk with them. So please do that. Please do.
Yeah, you can see me in Passion Care Pod if you like. Me and Mr. Chalier will be very happy to help you.